KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.
This is Tom Patty, a San Joaquin County Supervisor. Join us weekly for our local reality show. We talk about all things local, political, current, and real. Join us on KXVS, the voice of Stockton. Catch us at KXVS Radio or at thevoiceofstockton.org.
In Perea with Delta Flows, a radio show by the Voice of Stockton and Restore the Delta. This is the weekly radio show where we discuss everything Delta related: the environment, water management, water quality, farming, history and culture, public events, recreation, Delta food, and the arts. Tune into Delta Flows on KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at KXVS Radio.
KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, live. The Voice of Stockton at Stone Soup Studio. KXVS.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. It's time for Lions We Serve with your host, Connie Flolo O'Day.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? This is Lion Connie Flolo O'Day, and I want you to know that today you can see my Facebook page address right at the bottom of our screen. So if you have any comments or have questions, or you want to friend me and send information about your Lions Club, wherever you are all over the world, then please come to my Facebook page, okay? And today, it's the end of the first month of this year, 2018, and what a great way we started out. And today I have with us another Lion Douglas Vigil. He belongs to my Lion Club. Our Lions Club is called Stockton San Joaquin Lions Club. I'm president, and Doug is our marketing chairperson.
Right.
And I'm so glad you're with me again today, Doug.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be in the show, definitely.
Doug's been doing a lot of things with the Lions, and actually, was it last year you joined?
Yes.
Yes. He's new to Lions, but he's been already a great Lion. I've been sponsoring him.
Thank you.
And mentoring him, and we've gone to a lot of district meetings and zone meetings, and he's participated and been there for our contest we had last year for the Peace Poster Contest.
That was a wonderful job. That was a wonderful project. I was truly blessed by that. I was truly honored. I was like, wow, it was amazing.
Now, what was it that you really found that you liked about the Peace Poster Contest?
I think the community collaborated with us. I was really impressed by that. I do recognize that we're doing it for the children, and we're doing it for the parents that want their kid involved with the scholarship and everything. And we make a big difference in the community, and it was wonderful. I think I was very excited to be part of this great event that we had.
Well, we had the Peace Poster Contest, as you know, is international, and a lot of you out there who have participated in it, you know exactly what I mean when I'm talking about international. And because Lions is in 209 countries, and we've had entries from almost all the countries, and the students are 11 to 13 years old. And here in Stockton, we had, from one school, one elementary school, we had 78 entries.
Yep.
And we had 2 essays from visually impaired at one of our other schools that provides schooling for visually impaired students. And so that was really a blessing, and it was so good. And then one of our art galleries allowed us to put all the posters up and put them on display for several days. So that brought the community in, and even our mayor our mayor came to see the art exhibit, so that was really wonderful. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a chance to participate in that.
Yeah, we all documented everything by picture. I just document picture and everything, and it's wonderful. People are not used to being photography, and they say a lot of things. What's really going on? Our hard work, our dedication, and hard work that we do, and take a time and volunteer.
That's
right?
exactly right. Yeah, that's what we do. We're out there in the community, and being that one of our projects for our centennial year, this is our 100th year of Lions International, and one of the 4 challenges that all the clubs have from international throughout the world, one of them is the engaging our youth. So those of you that participated with the Peace Poster Contest this past year for 2017, and that was really a wonderful youth community project. And like I said, we had, well, counting the 78 entries from one elementary school and one from another elementary school.
And also a private school.
And yes, the one from St. Luke's Elementary Catholic School, and then from Victory School, where our 2 essays came from.
Right.
So we had 82 participants, plus their parents, plus their schools. And you know, the thing that I was really excited about this year is when I went to the elementary schools to return the posters to the students. Well, the elementary school, Elmwood Elementary, where we had 78 entries, well, the teachers had an assembly, and our club presented every student with a appreciation acknowledgement certificate and returned their poster at the same time. And here was all of the 5th grade, 4th graders, all in the auditorium. Everybody applauded everybody's poster. And also there was the upcoming class for next year, who are all going to participate. Well, it would be this year now, that are going to participate in the Peace Poster Contest. And they got to see what the posters were and how exciting the kids were. And, oh my gosh, it was really a wonderful event. And we really touched a lot of youth. So I'm glad you were able to participate in that.
Yeah, I think the Stockton, if I could, did an amazing job to help us getting the student ready and everything that. And that definitely, I too agree with that. And really involvement, and hopefully we could do it again. And then this time we'll learn from our mistake and learn that, okay, now we can start from whatever.
We really did do very many mistakes. It was so successful. I hope we can do it again.
That's true.
Now, I understand that you are doing something outside of Lions that is really good for your health. And we want to talk about health, too. And health is something that we really want to push through the Lions Club in our community. And I understand you are taking Aikido.
Yes, I do. When I first started Aikido, I was a nervous wreck.
Well, what exactly is Aikido?
Aikido is a self-defense form of martial art. And basically, you try to, when an attacker tries to attack you, you don't want to hurt that attacker, but you got to make sure that, hey, you just want to control that person from attacking you. Right. So I learned, they had different kind of teachers that go there, in the beginning class, intermediate class.
And what are the teachers called? Sensei?
Yes, sensei.
Sensei?
I didn't even know. I never heard it. They said it so quick. I don't hear it.
Well, the reason I know is because many years ago, back in the 70s, when I worked for the California Youth Authority as a correctional officer, I took Aikido.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God! So then you know how to do the hang joint and all that stuff.
Yes. I still remember some of the moves, but like you say, it's for controlling instead of attacking.
Right. And what it is that when you go to the beginning class, they don't really, you go by your pace. You know, even though you feel like you're out of shape, you feel like you're not comfortable with how your body, you're flexible, you have to roll, and you're not ready until you hit the yellow belt. But it helps you meditate, it helps you breathe, it help you define your core of your body and allow your body to flow the way it should be, So I've been going there like Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30.
For how many weeks now?
Well, it's twice a week right now. It's the beginning class. This particular instructor, Kino.
Sensei.
She is wonderful. Yeah, she is wonderful. She's been helping me, accommodating my ability, how my weight, how to form, because I do have health problem in my back,
right?
Or when I sign, I have a tendonitis when they kind of flex it over, so they're really kind of be careful.
Doug has a little hearing impairment,
right, and blindness,
and he does sign.
Yeah, both the time, but yet it really helped my. I was gonna join the club, but I do my own body cardio. They do a lot of movement on the mat. It shows you how to be empowerment.
Right.
You feel good. At first, I was kind of timid and scared, and like, I don't feel like, no, I can't do it. But really, they really encourage it that you will get there. You need to have that confidence,
right? And
knowing that they're there to help you, not to control you,
right?
I mean? But
well, that's good that you're doing that, because you need that outlet.
Yes.
For some of your issues that you have with.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of issues. They already seen it.
We won't go into all your issues, but I know we have another guest here, and this is Trixie. Now, as many of you know, Lions also supports the having companion dogs. And here is Trixie. She is a service dog, and she is Doug's service dog.
Look how quiet. It's very relaxed, and he's with Daddy. It's like that. So a service dog. I had Trixie is only 2 years old and a half, and he's gonna be 3 in May in Cinco de Mayo, but. In a way that for that type of dog, they're usually hyper and then they're looking sniffing. And this dog having gone to everywhere. Like today, we went to get a blood test, and they saw it and let me in, and he was laying
the dog,
down.
Right? Mm-hmm.
So they're very shocked that service dogs come from different sizes. They always think that German Shepherd, a Labrador are all service dogs, but this is mostly hearing. I use this dog as a hearing dog as well as emotional support dog.
Now, Doug,
yes.
You do have a hearing impairment. So how does Trixie actually help you with
that? When at night when I take my hearing aid off like this, I can't hear nothing. So I barely can't hear anything. So
that's making noise.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But basically, my hearing aid, I go to bed, and when Trixie barks, somebody at the door like 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock at night in the afternoon. At night. She barked at the doorbell. She barked at the phone. She barked at anybody that's around. Mm-hmm. She'll let me know who is out there. So I feel protected by her.
That's wonderful.
So that way it doesn't make me feel like what's going on. So she let me know what she's hearing. And also when she's also my wake up too. She's my alarm system too. I mean, my mom will get up at 9 o'clock. My brother will get up at 7, and she wakes me up around 9:30 constantly. Mm-hmm. It's not a snooze button when I have to put a snooze and I'll go back and I'll ring again. No, she started licking like get up, time to get up. So.
Well, that's really good. The Lions International also, and our club also supports canine companions.
Right.
And a lot of our members in our district, and I'm sure in other people's district, some of the Lions are actually raising the puppies until they're ready to go to the training academy to be further trained and then matched with a master who they're going to be the companion to. And so it's wonderful that you have your companion too. That's great. So, and it just goes to show how important these programs that the Lions have, that the Canine Companion Program should be supported by all of us Lions, and donations given. Gosh, if you've ever had a chance to go to a graduation of Canine Companions, I have not had the opportunity yet, but I have heard they are just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And to see people matched up with a dog for their companion and how much they can help them in life is absolutely a blessing. And so you're very fortunate to have little Trixie.
Yeah, definitely. She's well behaved. He don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, when they go to the store, right now when you go to Safeway, they have a sign require service dog only to come into the thing.
Right.
So now they're really enforcing that. Well, with this type of dog, you have to make sure that you have to control that dog from movement or excitement. She got to be still. And I trained her because I had trained dog before. I had Lulu. She was a Labrador, and she was a stray dog I rescued. And somehow somebody trained her already before that happened. So I had her for I think I had her almost 13 years. 13 years. She outlived her life of her breed. So. And I do miss it, and once in a while, I get sad. I think about my dog and everything. I say, "This is my companion. I need my companion." now I got it. Now she's a handful. I worry about her.
Now I want to ask you.
Yes.
You've gone to our district meetings,
Right.
And everyone out there who's a Lion, I'm sure you've gone to your district quarterly meetings too. What have you at the district meetings? What have you learned there? Can you remember, or just how you felt about going where all the different clubs come together?
Oh yeah, I think we have a video of it. I think we did it. I think I got to meet a lot of people that are who contribute in the community, and I do. It's a well respected organization that does part of different leadership above leadership and within the organization. And so, and they're friendly. They don't use their title, but they're morely they'll welcome you, whatever position you have.
Is that how you felt when
I felt
being
family.
a brand new Lion?
Yeah, I felt it was the family.
That's great.
It was the family thing, and I was honored to. A couple of Lions invited me. You took me to Sonora, right?
Yes, to Sonora, California.
And I was lecturing about teaching sign language and everything, how important that etiquette and everything for the deaf.
Well, you were a speaker.
Oh, a speaker.
You were a speaker at the Sonora Lions Club, and he was talking about hearing impairment and signing and the needs of people with disabilities. An education. Guest speaker is what you were.
Yeah, and not only that, one thing that did come in my mind, this guy, and I think you were there. He said that, Doug, you hold my attention. I was signing.
You held his attention.
I held his attention. A lot of people go in, they talk, and they get sidetracked.
They get bored.
But me,
Yeah.
I get hold of. I get.
You
kinda,
did.
So
You did.
I was really thankful for his honesty and everything, and I was like. And plus, you drove. I got to park with Connie. She drove my car, and then I had Jennifer Gath came with me, and it was wonderful. It was a really wonderful thing.
Well, one of the things that Doug learned was, you haven't mentioned it, was about the leadership training that International has on the internet. Now, you've been taking that training on your own, right?
On the internet, yes.
Okay. Can't hear your voice with your hands in front of your mouth.
Okay.
Would you like to tell our audience about the leadership training for Lions that's on the internet?
Yeah, definitely. It's very. Sometimes for a while I had a hard time going around for a while and to go to the
to get to the website.
Get to the leadership
training
conference.
Right.
So Jennifer and you told me about the online thing,
Right?
And
online
I
training.
learned a lot about leadership. What kind of leadership? There's the servantship leadership. There's the one leadership that our go-getter. The leadership serving. There's the
Leadership serving.
There's a lot of
Different types of leadership, right?
Right.
Within the lines.
And I learned about also talking about what the team player is also.
Can you tell us? Do you remember what you learned about being a team player?
Yes, I remember.
Would you like to share that with us?
Sure. Team player means that team player is listening. It's just listening to people, and if they show concern, make sure that they're valid. And that they're concerned, and that they're validated, and they're concerned what they feel, and that if they disagree with you, you need to compromise those type of listening skill. And you cannot, and not only that, not everyone can agree or agree with what you think, but at the same time, it has to be team effort, and they have to hear and understand where they're coming from, and not feeling them. Okay, I heard you, but we're gonna.
And this is in the leadership within your club or your district.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that also I learned about teamwork, team skills, and everything. So it definitely humble you to be a great leader, to listen, not as far as just me, just my own agenda, but just have somebody participate together, and make sure they come to you, and make sure they come to the meeting, make sure you're okay, and that you are important to be there, that you are needed, make sure that you're wanted. Those are the things that a team player does as a leader.
And see, that's what Lionism's all about.
Right.
Is everyone in Lions, in your clubs or in your district, or in your community, you work together and you work for the purpose of serving your community. And it's never just one person. That's what I like about the Lions, is because you're like a family.
Right.
And when I go to the district meetings and I get to see all the other people from all the other clubs, like we have in our district 65 clubs, I believe now.
Wow, we have grown.
Yeah, we have a very large district. MD4 is what it is. MD4, MD4A1 is the name of our district.
You got it, yep.
Get it straight. But in learning the leadership training that you're doing online, it's there, and it's available for everybody. And I went to a leadership training that was 5 days long. This was back 10, 11, 12 years ago. And it was fantastic training. And one of the things that we learned to do, like you're talking about, is coming together, listening to each other. Part of our exercises was planning a project. And everybody had their input. And just like when you're in the club, you all put your input together and you have a goal, and then you start weeding out which way you should do and which way you shouldn't do and what needs to be done, and everybody coming together to work together. And that's what Lions do. And then they build a wonderful project to do something in the community.
Right. I totally agree. I mean, what you're saying is totally accurate what I've been seeing so far, yes.
And it's so good that you are taking this leadership training online. That's wonderful.
Yes, because I like to read on my own, and I like to take my time understanding, looking at the dictionary, understanding where it's coming from, and that's the only way I could get my time alone to understand.
Exactly.
So,
not all of us can go to our leadership conferences or the Canada-U.S. Leadership Training Conference, or even to our local leadership conferences. Here in California, we have one in the north, and then we have one in the south of California. And a lot of us can't always go. So having what International has put online for our leadership training is fantastic. So I hope that all of you out there that are Lions and even non-Lions, you can go to International Lions to the leadership training online, and go through the leadership training yourself. And not only will it give you knowledge of how to be a good leader within your community, within your church, even within your family, but by being a lion, like you are doing, Doug, you become a better leader in your club. What you've become a great leader in our club. Big asset to us.
Yes. Okay. I think that with Lion leadership practice, you practice your everyday leadership outside the community in Stockton. Like the Mayor Task Person with Disability, the Civil Service Commission.
You went too fast. What was the one?
The Mayor Task Person with Disability.
The what?
The Mayor Task.
The mayor's
task person with disability.
Okay, that's the mayor's task force for with people with disabilities.
Right.
Our mayor here in Stockton, California, has this task force, and you sit on that.
I sit on the board.
Yes.
Right now, my term is up this month already at the end, so I'm gonna have to renew my membership again on February. But my term is up. It's every year that it's termed up. But somehow also it also bring more quite a bill on the board. I was on the board of the American Civil Union. Also.
American Civil Liberties Union.
Yes.
And he represented himself as a lion too.
Right. And so I definitely, used that tag when I was learning online, and it's nothing new. I mean, definitely it's just common ethic, basic ethics, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Right.
And just giving respect, and definitely just understanding where they're coming from, and make sure that they're valid, their feelings are heard and being validated. And that's interesting.
Yeah. Doug, so many lions, even, they always say the busiest people get things done. And there's so many lions that also belong to other organizations, like you belong to the Mayor's Task Force for People with Disabilities and on the Civil Liberties Union Committee.
Yeah.
And I belong to the United States Navy League Council for San Joaquin County. I recently rejoined the American Legion's Women's Auxiliary.
They're a wonderful organization. They're wonderful.
And our Lions Club also supports the Disabled American Veterans and the VFW and the American Legion and other military organizations for veterans. And speaking of that, I'm going to give a plug. Right now.
Hold on.
A shout out.
Let me shout out. I get to remember. I was coming from after the show, and when we were talking, Tino Adami.
Tino Adami, veteran.
He's a veteran, and he's what's that man? Auxiliary.
He is the American Legion.
American
Legion officer. Yes.
He calls me, and you know what? When you make an impact on people, they call back and say, "Hey, Doug, how you been doing? What's been up to? How?" I was just thinking about you. It just encouraged me.
Right.
That he acknowledged me. Knowing that my three brothers was in Vietnam. One died. Two of them are in their own world, but they have their family and everything, and they're a wonderful brother, and I really admired and respect them.
Didn't you meet Tino when we were supporting the Vietnam Moving Wall? It came here to Stockton in June.
Yes, I was there.
And it was the American Legion.
Yes.
Yes.
And then from then I had so much respect for the Disabled Veteran Organization. Yes. We had the ball also.
Oh, the patriotic ball.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, that was to raise money for the Disabled American Veterans,
right.
DAV.
So I had so much opportunity meeting those wonderful people that make a difference in Stockton.
And you were representing the Lions Club too.
Right.
At the same time.
And the fire victim as well last year. Remember the fire victim at the Palace? We were representing them. And we also, it was a banquet with the Stockton invited to chaplain program as well.
Oh, that's the Stockton Police chaplain's annual dinner.
And we were busy all last year.
Yeah.
You know, that was a lot of volunteering. You know,
that's what Lions is all about.
Yes.
Is that we serve and we serve our communities. And so I think what you find in Lions is not that we just serve, but we personally get joy and life satisfaction out of serving.
I do agree with that.
Yes, and being a volunteer. Everything is volunteer.
Yeah, that's all I need, because sometimes not everything is about money. You know, the quantity of money.
Oh, definitely.
Because, you know, people could do things like working out of your time. That's the value of your time. You're never going to get it back, but still, you do what you can do with people as far as being part of the community. Exactly. Encourage them that you not everything to be okay, everything to be fine. You know, that is something that I thankful that I'm learning from Lions.
Well, Lions in many of the countries where we've had disasters just this last year and other disasters, Lions have been there immediately to help. And I'm sure in many of your countries, your club has been out there to help right away with the disaster and give you a lot of kudos on that, a lot of appreciation and thank yous. I'm hoping that many of the clubs that hear our show all over the world on YouTube will be sending to my Facebook page information about your club or the name of your club, so I can look you up on the internet and then talk about some of the wonderful things that you are doing in your country or in your state or your city. So please get in touch with me.
Yes, definitely. That is a wonderful project. You know, like having like a newsletter, but vocal. You know, getting a knowledge that translate technology instead of on paper. A lot of people use YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, all those things that you want to be heard and be recognized. And I definitely think that that is a great what you do in getting this particular segment to get everybody acknowledge what they're doing outside in the United States. Right.
Well, I'm going to have to say goodbye to Doug. Doug's got some appointments to go. He said, let me go at about 2:30, right? So it's a little over 2:30.
We could go another 15 minutes.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
wonderful.
It's not that far where I'm at. Where I'm going.
Well, what I want to talk about right now is one of the things that we are doing in the state of California. MD California, we do the student speaker contest. And you remember participating last year with student speaker contest? And I wanted to give some information out about that here now. Every year in California, this is going to be our 81st annual student speaker contest.
Wow.
81 years.
That's a long time.
And every year, our governors get together and they come up with a new theme, something that is to do with what's happening in our world or in our communities here in the United States or wherever that affect us and affects communities. And this year's theme for the year 2017 and 2018 is integrity and civility play what role in today's society? That's a big mouthful, right?
It is. Yeah, it is.
You know, the students, these have to be high school students that can participate, and they can be in a public school, private school, study from home. They can be in a trade school as long as they're still at the high school age. They can participate. And this is also a scholarship program.
Oh, okay.
And I would like to tell you a little bit about the scholarship program. You know.
No, I didn't know. I just participated on the speech, but I never know. I haven't gone
yet.
Let
me tell you all out there about our scholarship program here. Like I said, it's for grades 9 through 12.
Okay.
And it's high school or junior high, or charter school, private school, homeschool, or independent study. Okay. And there's 6 levels that the students, they all do the same speech, and they repeat the same speech as they win. Now, at the first level, which we're going to be having our club on the 21st of February is our speaker for our club, the Stockton San Joaquin Lions, that the club level, the winner of that contest receives a check for $100. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then if there's other students that are competing too at that level, they get $25 each. Now, at the next level, all the students who won at club level within our district, they go to the zone level. And then there's a contest of those students at the zone level. They will say their speech, and the winner receives $200, a check for $200. So then that winner will now go on to the region contest. So we've covered the club, the zone, and now we're at the region contest. So the students will compete at the region contest, and the winner then, that winner receives $250 check. And then they go on to what is called the district contest. Mm-hmm. Now there's 3 more contests: the district contest, the area contest, and then the final contest. These are all controlled by the Lions 4th District Student Speakers Foundation, Incorporated. And there are 15 winners from all of the regions that come together at the district contest. And each of the winners shall receive $4,500.
Oh, wow, in scholarship?
Yes, in scholarship money.
Okay.
And from those will be 4 winners out of those 15. And those 4 winners will go to the area contest. And the winner at the area contest, the 4 winners shall receive each $6,500.
Wow.
Okay, so already we've got students that have won $11,000 towards scholarship money.
That's not bad.
And so the final contest,
the international, right?
No, it's not international because this is only California.
Got it. Okay.
California is the only one that has this particular contest.
Okay.
I think there's other states and other places that have started these kind of scholarship contests, but we have a foundation, a student speaker foundation.
Okay.
Okay. And so at the final contest, the students who compete at the district level that's held at our state convention in June. And the winner there receives $10,000.
Wow.
So that winner now has received $11,000 already from the past.
Right.
That past 3 contest levels, now wins $10,000. So that's $21,000.
So
Yeah.
the money of the scholarship, do they receive in cash?
No.
Okay.
No.
So they
the
go
money
to
is held in the foundation for them until they've graduated from high school. Mm-hmm. And then when they have decided which school or trade school and it's approved by the foundation, then they can either take the money out at the beginning, some of it out at the beginning of the year for the registration, and then maybe have some for each one of the semesters. But that is decided between the student and the foundation. But that scholarship money is held in the foundation until they go to college.
Got it.
But this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful contest, and so many students in the community get involved here in California. This will be my 8th or 9th year working on the student speaker contest.
So in other words, it's called the Student Speaker Contest 2018.
2017, 2018, because you talk to the students like I talked to students in 2017, and they present their speech in 2018. So that's the year.
So the topic will be integrity and civility play what role in today's society.
Right.
So what does that mean? To anybody that might not know what that topic means?
What do you think integrity means?
I think it's more like conviction. Integrity could be honorable. Another word for honorable, I guess. Truthful.
Who you are.
And who, yeah.
What are your standards?
Oh, yeah, standard, yes. Okay.
Because everybody's integrity is viewed by others by what you do, what you think, how you present yourself. Okay, you could have a low integrity or you could have a high integrity, but that depends upon yourself.
Right.
And civility. What do you think civility means?
The way civilian, it's a word for civility. It's
not civilian.
Civility is like if you take the LYTY, it's civil. It's more like person. It's a person or a society, right?
It's how nice or how kind you are or how good you are. Civility. Yes.
See, I learned something. I'm always learning new words sometimes.
So, with the things that we have going on in our communities today, here in the United States and other countries, we have a lot of gangs. And the integrity and civility of gang members play a big part on our society.
Yeah.
And then again, we have students in high school or in other schools that are great leaders. They might belong to 4-H. They might belong to other church youth groups. They're doing good in the community, doing a lot of volunteer work. They do good with their family. They're kind to their neighbors, kind to their friends. So that shows a lot of their integrity, and civility is understanding others. So it has a lot of meaning.
Okay.
And whenever we have the student speaker contest, this gives students an opportunity to express themselves. There's never a right or wrong answer.
Oh, really?
Never. That's what's very important. It's giving the youth the opportunity to express what they feel from their heart or just from the top of their head. And so they make a speech and they present the same speech 6 times. And there's a lot involved in what's to be winning in scholarships.
So
but the learning is really important.
So what it is that when the student speaker contest, you have a lot of people who are going to be arguing about that particular topic.
Not arguing. They express their own personal views.
Yes. And then what is it? How do they select those type of view of those
themes?
Yeah, the theme. Yes.
Well, like I said, every year the governors of all the districts in California, they get together. People like you and I send in ideas for a topic, or they present their topics, and then they discuss the topics and they see what is relative to what's going on in our world today and in our United States and in our cities. And I would say that with a lot that's going on worldwide and what's going on in our communities, there's a lot to say about an individual's integrity and their civility and how that affects our communities.
Right.
And affects the society of today. Society today, and I'm giving up my age a little bit, is not the same society as I grew up in the 50s and early 60s. That was more what we call the Leave It to Beaver society here in the United States. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have gotten so much better. But then again, a lot of things have gotten bad.
Right. There's a lot of things that I have seen. And even with the millennium and all the baby boomers that like myself that was born in the 60s, have not, and they have their children all raised up to have their own family and their grandkid, to become become grandfather, whatever, and they don't teach their kid the value of respect.
Some of that's lost.
Yeah, some are lost. Some are like and it doesn't respect authority. You feel like just because, like on Facebook, they were the police. It was on Facebook. They go something and. This cop just asked.
Not political.
Not political.
Okay.
It's not political. It's this police officer gently told the girl to put her foot down off the seat because there's an empty space. When you're on a public transportation and there's an elderly lady or
you're talking about somebody on a bus?
I'm talking about on the train.
Oh, on the train.
So they're and then they ask them to put your foot down. You don't do that on the furniture. You do it when you do it at home. You can put your feet up on the table. You can put it on top of on the couch.
Yeah,
but when you go with them, you're leaving germ on top of somebody which they're gonna sit on a seat. But it was he was telling her, please put your feet down. But yet she did not reply. So that kind of showed that the authority. Just simple rebellious. It doesn't benefit them. It's just showing. It just create problem. That's all it is for themselves. Because what you may see on video is necessarily it's right or you seen it, you witnessed it. It could play it out two ways.
Well, we have a lot of problems today that are dealing with youth, and that's why. The LCI Centennial Service Challenge of engaging our youth. Let me read this to you.
Oh, okay.
It was in our newsletter, and it explains the 4 challenges for this year, our centennial year. Engaging our youth, and what they're talking about is support youth in your community, or inspire the next generation of volunteers by inviting LEOs. Now, for those of you who don't know who LEOs are high school students that the Lions clubs support, and they are upcoming Lions, and they are in high school, and they do a lot of community service and run their LEOs organizations or their LEOs clubs. Let's see, I'll start that again. Support youth in your community or inspire the next generation of volunteers by inviting LEOs and other local youth to serve on a project with you. And what the LCI is asking is for clubs to invite youth to work on projects with your club. Bring in your LEOs to help with the clubs. Now, like I know at my high school, Lincoln High School here in Stockton, California, there's a very strong LEOs club there, and it's been there for many years. And one thing that I really like is when they have a parking lot garage type sale every year. Right? Oh, just about every year.
Wow.
And all of us Lions, and we encourage other Lions clubs to come out, and we sell our goods. And it also provides the LEOs with money because they charge $10 a parking space.
Right.
And this is held in the parking lot. So that's one of their projects. And there's many, many other projects that LEOs do, but this is engaging the youth. And like our peace poster contest, when we do here, our club alone, the Stockton San Joaquin Lions, we engaged over 82 students, teachers, their schools, their principals, and upcoming students for the next following year. And so there's a lot to the importance of engaging in youth.
Right.
Okay, we're getting close to the end of our show. My goodness, it goes by so
I would
fast.
like. Can I have, with your permission, President Connie, about my ticket, my event that I'm promoting?
Yes, tell us about it very quickly. Now.
Okay, I am right now. I'm selling a ticket. It's $10. It's called MF Comedy Pretending Birthday on the Ave. So it's a ticket, the comedy. It's $10. In the back of it says over here, it helped contribute my campaign as well.
And what is your campaign?
Doug Vigil for Superintendent of Public Instruction fundraiser.
Oh,
so everything that the ticket go to this particular event. You know, I love comedy.
This is on Pacific Avenue.
Right there, right?
The Miracle Mile.
Miracle
Mile.
That's
here in Stockton, California. It's one of the lovely streets. Very famous street here in Stockton, and it's called the Miracle Mile, and that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be a very, it's going to be a wonderful event. It's going to be on the February 18th.
Okay.
And that's a good way to get it out. You know, laughter is the best medicine. You know, I think that definitely people who go on a date or you want to go out and just get out of the house, you need to have some kind of enjoyment of comedy release.
So you're running for Superintendent of Public Instruction. Is that with the school district?
That's in the California district. We're in the California.
Oh, California.
So the California, it's called the California Superintendent of Public Instruction.
So that's a state position? Oh, wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I I kept it quiet for a while. But
well, you shouldn't keep it quiet now.
Not no more. I'm on public radio, right? Public radio.
Right. So, okay, that's wonderful. And this is going to be, for those of you that live around Stockton, California, this is going to be at 2333 Pacific Avenue on the Miracle Mile. February 18th, and doors open at 8 p.m. And it's going to be a comedy show, right?
Right.
Oh, fantastic.
Wonderful.
Okay, that's very good. Well, we'll have to announce that at our next show, too.
Yeah, thank you so much, President Connie and Line Connie. And we could go ahead and close the show off, if you mind. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being with us today. Next week, I will be having Tom Withrow, retired sheriff from Stockton, California, in San Joaquin County Sheriff, and he's going to be my guest next week. We're going to talk about a lot of community things, a lot of things that can be done in the community and working with our youth then too. So I hope you tune in to us, and I hope you'll take my Facebook page, and I love to hear from you, okay? And I'd like to give a big shout out for your club next time. Thank you very much, and we'll be seeing you. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Connie. Thank President Connie. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. The Voice of Stockton.